Imagine you're watching your favorite cartoon or storybook come to life. Well, Greek mythology is a lot like that, full of exciting adventures with gods and goddesses. It all begins with a special ancient poem called the Theogony. This old poem is like a treasure map that takes us back to around 700 BCE, which is even older than your grandparents. It's like the beginning of all the amazing stories about Greek gods and goddesses. In the very, very beginning, there was something called chaos. Think of it like a big, swirling, messy cloud. But from this chaos, something amazing happened. Earth and sky appeared. And guess what? They had kids, and those kids were super special. Some were strong titans. Some had one big eye like Cyclopes, and others even had 100 hands. Can you imagine? Now, here comes a bit of family drama. The leader of these titans, Kronos, got worried that his kids might take his place someday. So, he did something not very nice. He swallowed all his children, except one, Zeus. Zeus and his brothers and sisters, like Poseidon and Hades, grew up. They had to be really brave and fought an epic battle against the Titans to become the new rulers. And guess what? They won. They moved to a super fancy place called Mount Olympus, where they became the gods and goddesses you might have heard of, like Zeus with his lightning, Poseidon with the sea, and Hades, who takes care of the underworld. But the adventures didn't stop there. They had more battles, like the clash of the Titans, and stories about heroes like Heracles. These stories are all connected and make up the fantastic world of Greek mythology. It's like the most important storybook for Greek mythology. The Theogony is like the starting point of all these cool stories. It tells us about the creation of the world and the amazing adventures of the gods and goddesses. It's like the most important book of Greek mythology, kind of like how a map leads you to hidden treasures. So, it's like a super-duper epic tale. Greek mythology is full of awesome stories, and it all begins with the Theogony. It's like opening a magical door to a world full of gods, goddesses, and incredible adventures. Now, in the magical world of Greek myths, there are some hidden tales that not many people know about. One of these stories is about a character named Prometheus. He helped the gods during the clash of the Titans, so Zeus, the king of the gods, spared him from a terrible punishment. But later, Prometheus tried to take something very important from the gods, something called the eternal fire. This made Zeus very angry. So, Zeus decided to do something about it. Zeus had Prometheus chained to a big cliff. And guess what? An eagle came and pecked at Prometheus's flesh. Ouch, that sounds painful. Now, you know that saying Pandora's box that people sometimes talk about? Well, it comes from this story. Zeus made a lovely woman named Pandora, and she was like a surprise box. But when she opened the box, all the troubles of the world flew out and caused lots of problems. This was because of what Prometheus did. Here's another interesting secret from Greek mythology. Zeus, the king of the gods, had many wives. His fourth wife was actually his sister, Demeter. From this special union, a girl named Persephone was born. She later became the bride of Hades, Zeus's brother. Her story is quite sad and full of adventures. Now, let's talk about a super important war in Greek mythology. While the clash of the Titans is famous, there's another one called the Gigantomachy. This is when the powerful gods and goddesses, the Olympians, fought against the giants. Although this war is not in the Theogony, it's a huge battle. the gods needed help from a special immortal to win. The giant's mom, Gaia, was trying to help her children defeat the gods. She looked for a magical plant that would keep the giants safe from harm. But Zeus had a clever plan. He told the sun, Helios, the moon, Selene, and the dawn, Eos, to stop shining. Then he collected all the special plants from the earth for himself. One of the great heroes, Heracles, fought against a giant named Alcyoneus. Heracles was smart. He knew that Alcyoneus couldn't be defeated on his own home soil. So Heracles tricked him and won. One by one, the gods defeated the giants until none were left. Some stories even say the giants got buried under islands and caused earthquakes and volcanic eruptions when they moved deep within the earth. So, the Theogony is like a big treasure map that connects all these awesome stories in Greek mythology. It tells us about how the world was created, the families of the gods, and their epic battles. It's like a special book that holds the secrets of this fantastic world of myths and legends.